KPI sheets. Okay, the KPI sheets are found on the navigation panel over by here. So we've got revenue, turnover, let status, commission and comparison. Again, all the data is pulled in from the branch dashboards, so no data entry required within the brochure dashboard. The sheets will show data based on the month that you've selected in setup. So currently in setup we are looking at January 2012 and week commencing 23rd of January. So we can see that only the January column is filled in the revenue and costs sheet, and a running total showing over on the right hand side. If I were to change that to February using the drop downs and have a week commencing for the end of February, go back to revenue. Now we can see the February data has been added in and the running total has increased. So obviously that's a cumulative of all of the month's data. So as you progress through the year, this will start to fill up until you get right to the end where you'll have a total for the whole of the year. The turnover data is showing, again we're just showing up to February, so we've got January and February and the cumulative line showing for the current year. The orange line is the target and the dotted green line is last year's cumulative sales. So obviously that's going out to the end of the year just to give you a forecast and where you were on the previous year. The last year's cumulative sales is simply down to zero because there's no data, historical data within the branch data at the moment. You've got the option of backfilling that if you wish, or just wait until you fill up all of this year's data, and then next year you will have obviously 2012 as the last year's cumulative sales. The data in the data table underneath again will fill up as you progress. I won't show you anything further than February because there's no data in mine, and obviously the data is just dummy data at the moment. If we have a look at let status, again these are all familiar metrics pulled directly from the branch dashboards, and now we're showing the 27th of Feb, which is what we picked from our drop down. So that is the week that we want to report from and the number of weeks behind there. Again, we've got no data going back before the beginning of 2012. The commission chart, again the monthly one, again you'll be familiar with this. Because we're looking at Easington, we've obviously got the 6 portfolio managers, because Easington has 6, but if we were looking at the brochure for Interlet, I think there's only 3 at the moment, so the bottom 3 would be blanked out. And again you can see the data table will start to fill up in line with the actual charts as you progress through the year and you pick obviously the different month for when you need to print out your brochure. The comparison chart is a new chart. This one is pulling in data from each of the branch dashboards. So the current dashboard brochure that you're looking at is Easington, so I've put a green box around that just so you can immediately see that that's the branch that you're looking at, but you can compare it to all the other branches. Obviously there's no data in here at the moment because I've set it up and we need to backfill with data, and it's automatically linked to all the different branch dashboards, and I haven't got those links at the moment, but yours should populate this. And again we can see the charts fill in from January to February. The rest of the year is clear and will obviously populate as you start putting the data in and you're choosing the particular year, month and week commencing that you need to see.